Hey YouTube, it's Ashley3G here with a review of the Speck CandyShell. Coming with this is a long-awaited shout out to who I got the Speck CandyShell from in a giveaway, and that's Devil's Testament. I'm going to include a link to his channel in the sidebar, so please head on over there and check his channel out. He's trying to get started. And obviously he does really cool giveaways because I won a Speck CandyShell, which in my opinion is one of the best cases for the iPhone as well as the iPod Touch that you can get. And you know, just starting out and giving away a prize like that is really, really generous of him. And so thank you so much, Devil's Testament. I'm enjoying the crap out of the Speck CandyShell. I cannot thank you enough. You don't know how excited I was when I won the giveaway and when I unpackaged the CandyShell. It made my week and it makes my collection, honestly. So here's the review, and thanks once again to Devil's Testament. So the Speck CandyShell. After I did the unboxing, I got a couple of emails or comments on the video saying that the CandyShell scratch easily, which I was really disappointed about because otherwise, this is the perfect case. I have to be really careful because, as you know, black shows scratches. Not that it scratches more, it just shows scratches more than maybe other colors that are lighter. So it does scratch, I'm not going to lie. I've been super careful and I still get these little hairline scratches on the back here. You're not going to be able to pick them up on the camera because they're not that big. But I have had friends who look at my cases, and I brag about the case all the time when I have it on. I'm like, look, I'm using my CandyShell. I'm such a dork like that, but I really like the case that much. But they do notice the scratches because I see them looking. I'm like, yeah, I know it's scratched up. So that is the one con of this case, and thankfully the only con. The next thing that I wanted to do after I put the CandyShell on was figure out how to take it off. Because it sits so well, like there's a lip you can see around the phone there, and it just sits right into the case, and so I was concerned about how I was going to dig that out of there. But I looked on YouTube and I found a video just to make sure I was doing it right because I didn't want to break it. I have heard that these break, especially right here. So I've tried to be pretty careful. But anyway, this is how I found, this is how I take it off, and I'm kind of copying another video. But I take it and I push the back. I put my thumbs on the back and I just push, and the phone just comes right out like this. Let's just look at the inside of the case again. There is a little mark in the center. It's indented though, so it's not sticking up and poking into your phone. And then there's no flash or anything like that in the case. Really not worried about putting my phone in there as long as I've cleaned it out, and I always do. So that's the inside of the case. It's like 50% rubber, and then the other 50% is this hard plastic that you see on the back here. The camera hole, if you look through the camera hole, that's where I'm getting that 50% stuff from, because it looks like it's 50% coming through the rubber and then 50% plastic. But you know, that's just my guess and what I'm looking at. So to put the phone in, I just try to do that thing where you put the buttons in first, and so I put that side in first, and then I just push until it pops in like that. Really easy to put on, easier than I thought it would be to take it off. You can look at the camera hole there, it's cut out really nicely. It's reinforced with this rubber on the sides to, I guess, aid in helping you stretch it out just a little bit to put it in and then stretch it back out to take it out. Then you have the bottom cutout here, really generous. This part, like I said earlier, other reviewers have said that it breaks. I can see where they're coming from because it's not like really pliable. It's actually pretty stiff, and if you put some pressure on it, I could see where it would pop. This rubbery lining is more like rubber than it is like a soft silicone like I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be super soft. It's not super soft. It's actually a little harder than I thought it would be. You have a little lip around the phone there, enough that you could lay it on the table, which is always nice, but not so much that it gets in the way of gaming and stuff like that. You don't even know that it's there. It does feel nice though. Now I found that you can't really just reach over and pull that vibrate switch down easily. You can do it, but it's not quite as easy as other cases are. So you might have to like take your pinky if your thumb is a little bit bigger. Mine, I can just kind of edge my fingernail up in there and work the vibrate switch. The volume rocker is covered by this hard rubber here, and it is pretty, I mean, it works pretty well, but it is kind of hard, I'm not going to lie, to push the home button and to push the volume rocker. For me, it's not as responsive as it could be, so that's neither a pro nor a con really. You just have to work a little bit extra to push it. If that would annoy you, maybe it's something that you would want to think about. But I'm going to end the review here. I could go on and on just because I prefer this case, but I'm not going to do that. I think I gave you guys, you know, the basics of the case. It's obviously one of my favorites. Check it out if you haven't. I think that it's like a staple of any collection. You should have a candy shell. You should at least just try it out, you know? So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and keep watching.